Good evening and welcome to Moshi News. Coming up, the Moshi Monsters movie is back and free for everyone. There is a concert in Monstro City coming up this week. And Moshi Monsters has been shut down again. Hello everybody and happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I did not. Before we get into the emotional news tonight, I think it's important that we start by celebrating the Moshi Monsters Kickstarter officially surpassing the 50% mark. And staying there. We're actually getting a new Moshi Monsters game on the PC. And yes, it's on the PC, not just mobile. If one more person calls it a mobile game, I will lose it. That is misinformation. And every time there is one piece of misinformation, one Chop dies. Whilst rates have slowed dramatically, the most beautiful part of the Kickstarter so far has been seeing so many community members come together. The Moshi Online Discord has started hosting games nights on Gartic Phone and looking to do more with games such as Jackbox, Scribble.io and maybe even Among Us. Everyone is rediscovering their old Moshi collections and either reminiscing on this or making money. And who doesn't like making money? One user on Instagram has even been crocheting Moshi characters. I don't even know what crochet is. I thought it was one of these fried things. But regardless, I think it's really nice that people are getting active with Moshi Monsters. Crochet isn't a sport. And speaking of bringing everyone together, this week we had to say goodbye to Moshi Monsters Rewritten. This was the original private server after Moshi Monsters was shut down with Flash disappearing. And it's what got me back into making Moshi Monster videos in the first place all those years ago. Even though I haven't played Rewritten for years, and there was less and less updates, there was some drama behind the scenes, and they started running ads illegally, which I imagine is a large reason on why they have closed. The fact that this is the start, and this is what kept the Moshi Monster community going up until a community and then online was created, and now Moshi Monsters is officially back. This original server is a large part of why so many of us are here and why there was such a strong Moshi Monsters community ready to jump on online and then jump on this Kickstarter when it came out. So I think it is important that we do pay respect to the fallen soldier. Despite not being what a lot of us played or preferred now, it's important to acknowledge the impact it had. We're now going to hold for a minute's silence in the studio. But in case you don't care, we're going to cut away from here and go into the field where we have Dr. Crane Fluff giving his final words on the situation.
Yes, and thank you, and it is true, unfortunately, Moshi Monsters Rewritten has shut down this week. Whilst this is extremely tragic, I believe in being happy things happened rather than sad they ended. Not only did Rewritten spawn the private servers for Moshi Monsters so that we can relive this now in Moshi Online, they also started running adverts, which is illegal. So if it is true that they took it down themselves, it would only have been a matter of time before Mindcandy took it down. And if Mindcandy did take it down, I think this is a very good message for them to post. This is overall a positive, I believe, because now everyone in the Moshi Monsters community can be all in one place on Moshi Online until we get the early access of Moshi Monsters 2. The only person this isn't good for is probably the owner of Rewritten's bank account, and of course everyone that's lost their Moshlings there. But swings and roundabouts. Speaking of swings and roundabouts, I am reporting today from the outskirts of London. You can see it is the outskirts of London because, as you can see, I have a garden.
Also in the news, the Moshi Monster movie is back and you can watch it right now. Okay, not right now. Please finish this video first. It's only a few more minutes and then go and watch it, please. It's Moshi News. Mindcandy have re-released the movie on YouTube for free internationally. Not only does this mean that all of us tea drinkers and crumpet scoffers can watch it whenever we want without having to figure out which meal we want to skip for which subscription service we want, but also the Moshi fans in America, Asia and even Antarctica, I'm sure there's at least one, can watch the movie for the very first time. The movie is official worldwide. It's a worldwide premiere, which means now We can unite with the Canadian fans, the American fans, the Mexican fans, Brazilian, snowmen. We can all agree after watching the movie that Katsuma is a little bit. Also in the news, stickers. Stickers are back and brand new as an add-on for the Kickstarter for just £3 per sheet. On top of this, as well as the community voted figures announced last week where pledges can submit ideas and vote on which brand new figures get made, community-based plushies and hoodies are now options as well, meaning that we can vote for any plush and merch that we could want created. This means, alongside my collection of plushie Puffles, we could get plushie Clonk. You could have Strangeglove, Sweet Tooth, Sprocket, Hobbs, Biggie Diddles, even the mighty Gustavo. I understand. We are never, ever going to get a plushie mighty Gustavo. And I have just been told off severely. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. If there are any plushies or hoodies that you really want to get made, let me know down below, because even if you can't pledge, I'm very likely going to pledge at its higher level. So if you give me some really ideas that are better than what I could think of, such as the mighty Gustavo, then let me know and I might put them forward. Also in the news, Ross from My Candy is still addicted to Farmer's Valley and has reached level 15. This took me 6 months to get to that level and he's done it in 2 weeks. This is absolutely outrageous. He is a machine. He's a monster. A Moshi monster. Also in the news, Zach Binspin's World Tour is back on and there is a concert this week in Monstro City. No, it's not. No, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube and potentially Twitch as well. It's got Missy Kick, Zach Binspin and Blingo the Fox, as well as many more still to be announced. What is it going to look like? Is there going to be anything new, any teasers? I imagine probably. And this is happening at 7 PM on Wednesday this week, which is the 9th of July. I'm going to be there. I hope you are too. I'm not singing. I mean, I'll be in chat. I won't be singing unless they want to. I can sing. I can duet with Strangeglove maybe, or put me on the phone with Simon Growl and we'll see what we can sort out. Maybe I'll drop a rap. You know, yo, it's Chop Chop. He cleans with his mop. Blingo has his hip hop, and I'm old, and my hip popped. Also, in the news, Moshi Online has created an official Moshling checklist. Were you a rewritten fan that has just lost everything? Or are you a Moshi fan that has just rediscovered the franchise? Or are you brand new to Moshi as a whole? If you get on Moshi Online now, you can keep track of every single Moshling that you collect. This reminds me a lot of those old posters we could collect when we were younger, and you take them off by hand. But they only ever had the OG Moshlings. This has every single one. The OGs, the newer ones, the custom ones that are exclusive to online. Even though Rewritten is shut down, online is not shutting down and is working very closely with Mind Candy. With Mind Candy being in the Moshi Online server and Moshi Online staff being in the Moshi Monsters server. This gives me a new challenge. I want everyone watching this to be on Moshi Online and to complete their Moshling collection by the time Moshi Monsters 2 releases. Can we do it? I think so. I think I have about 200 more to collect. It's just so many Big Bad Bills. I remember Big Bad Bill was one guy. Now he's got a whole family. Finally, in the news, I'm going to be carrying on building Monstro City this week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are really building this up. It's looking fantastic. As well on Wednesday, expect me to be exploring the Beanstalk in Monstro City. It erupted out of nowhere, and there's some glumps falling down it, and I want to find out what's going on up there. So we can look forward to that, because the Moshi Monster train is not stopping. It's not even slowing down, and I think a main reason for that is because there are no train stations in Monstro City. There are no platforms. There's a barrier on Main Street. There is nowhere for the train to stop. I cannot get off. I'm literally stuck. If I jump off, I have to land in water or it's going to get very messy. So please, I need help. Someone put a log on the track with this brake, this train. I cannot get off the train. I'm so fast right now. I'm so fast. And that's it for Moshi News this week. I'm constantly surprised with how much new content we are getting every single week. At first, I thought this wouldn't work weekly, but I mean, this is the longest episode yet. Next week will mark the halfway point of this Kickstarter, and like we said, we have already passed halfway on the Kickstarter money-wise. We are currently sat at around 136,000, which means we need just 89. No, which means we need just 109. No, which means we need 114,000 more in 5 weeks, and I have absolutely no doubt that we can do it. Train keeps on going. Like I said, I've done that bit. It's not stopping. I'm still on the train. Choo choo. I really hope that this week we can hit the 150,000 mark, and I think we absolutely can. Especially with all these new things, the custom plushies, figures, stickers, hoodies. I'm curious to see if they're going to release anything else, and let's see what this concert does this week. Have fun, stay safe, and remember, Rory Skrull is probably a bad guy.
Blah, 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 blah.